Hello readers, and welcome to Shelf Help. What begins in fire, ends in fire. And beware the winged lions. Kos is an island in stagnation. People are born, scrape by as best they can as petty nobles wage war around them, die, and are reincarnated to do it all again. Nothing ever changes in a meaningful way. The ever-living siblings are also eternal and unchanging, an example of why eternal life and eternal youth are as much a curse as a blessing. In their blood flows radiance. Presenting as a silvery light, it keeps them young, can heal any wound, and can have various effects on themselves and the world around them. They each have individual talents, but general use seems to be augmenting strength and speed, and manipulating humanity. They have watched as the endless loop of souls make the same mistakes over and over and over again, never advancing, never changing, while they just go on. Centuries of memories fading into mist. They have no memory of where they came from, or why they're like this, or even having been children. And their attempts to, I'm going to say improve the human condition and get them out of the rut have been less than successful. The focus of this story is Pharaon and Surreal, two of the ever-living siblings. Pharaon just woke up from burning himself alive on a pyre so he could spend a few centuries healing to take a break from life. As one does. To find that another sibling, Eder, has started a religion. Cult. Probably a better word. Cult. Without getting too deep into spoiler territory, a few centuries back, Surreal did a naughty and took over the island, and put humanity on detox from its sins and vices. When he and Eder had a disagreement, well, Eder experienced the downside of being unable to die. In his semi-lucid state of near death, he heard a voice and convinced himself it was their father searching for them. Thus the cult, that tells everyone they are a sinner and must suffer to be worthy of father's love. If you have read Mr. Dalglish's books before, you know he is critiquing exactly what you think he is. Pharaon is the most sane of his siblings, which is saying something since he's the one who decided to voluntarily die in a fire. But he has also, at least in the memory the siblings have, doesn't really want to rule. While he loves fighting in the human wars, he's also happy to marry and live the life of a farmer or a blacksmith. And he uses his radiance to help where he can, expecting nothing in return. Surreal is in love with one particular soul. He's married her, at least it always seems to have been a her, over and over again every time she is reborn. And it's kinda creepy and stalkery. It's not like fate and destiny will always bring us together, and more, I will actively search out this one soul in every lifetime and insert myself into said life in some form. And what he did to Eder is definitely sociopathic. Other siblings pop in and out of the story. Kaluna is definitely insane and has been living in a swamp for 30 years with friends. I'm gonna use the word friends. Do not question this. Kaluna really wants to bring her siblings together, especially Surreal. He's her favorite. In the icky way. Also, her talent is mind control, and thank God it doesn't work on her siblings. Alea is currently acting from a place of trauma, which is fair considering what she went through. But in the flashback, she seems to care about her siblings. I am withholding my opinion on Est, because they only appear in the flashback. And then there's the symbolic sibling. The Tower Majestic. Indestructible, timeless, and broken. Ancient beyond memory and of unknown origin, it is made of a stone no tool can cut or scratch. It should stand apart on its own island, but the top broke off, forming a bridge, linking this strange, impossible, ancient tower to the mundane human world. There are other towers, but none are made of unbreakable hardstone. There are plenty of humans, but they aren't ever living. The tower calls to the siblings, drawing them to it again and again. Kaluna spent decades learning its secret magic, a magic activated by their blood. Surreal made it the seat of his empire. Eder made it the Vatican of his religion. And in this endless dark quagmire, a light, a change that should not be. Humans should not have radiance. It warps them into monsters, always seeking more and more radiance, like an addiction. But Isabel is different. A byproduct of a king's greed for power and immortality, she claims to be blessed by the goddess Lilal, and wields radiance in much the same way as the siblings. Lilal is a goddess of peace and forgiveness. So as her blessed servant, Isabella will wage war on Eder's barbaric religion and crown herself empress to lead humanity into a new golden age. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. As with most fantasy series, a large portion of this is setting up the world for the series to come, and getting to know the characters. And I won't spoil the ending. I'll just say that the people wolves with baby arms for nipples is only a taste of what is to come. And not the weirdest. I still can't believe I both wrote and said that sentence. I'm gonna put this on my 4th shelf. It's a solid base for what promises to be a towering fantasy series. But with all series of this type, it's doing a lot of legwork for what is to come, and does drag in places. The ending is fucking wild. Seriously though, don't trust the winged lions. Thank you for your time. Let me know how I can improve your shelf.